till Gibbles finds out Macy Santa is a nut. Good grief.
You saw him. He tried to kill me.
Oh, dear.
Miss Sawyer, he did no such things. You're exaggerating.
Oh,
good.
how could you let this happen?
Miss Sawyer exaggerates. Now, Chris's appearance at the lecture was unfortunate, but he didn't do anything violent.
Kringle is dynamite, and you are responsible. You hired him, and you knew of his delusion. The only thing now is what to do with this poor deluded maniac.
Deluded maniac?
You've got to do something at once.
I don't believe it. He's just a kind old man.
Well, he's evidently suffered some sudden change. He's entered a violent phase.
Dr. Pierce assures me that will never happen in this type of case.
Dr. Pierce is not a psychiatrist.
Neither are you.
Well, at the very least, Mr. Kringle should be examined by competent psychiatrists at once.
Well, that's a reasonable idea.
Chris is disgusted. Why should we go through all that again? I can't allow that to happen.
Well, there's no harm in it. And if they agree with Dr. Pierce that he's harmless, then he can come right back.
And if they don't, then you've certainly done the right thing.
Oh, all right.
The only problem now is how to get him out of the store without creating another incident. Mrs. Shellhammer, I will need your assistance in that. I'm sure I know of a way that we can handle this in a most professional and equitable manner.
A football helmet? And what's your favorite team?
The New York Giants.
Oh, the Giants!
Excuse me, Mr. Kringle. Run along now, young man. Mr. Kringle, Mrs. Walker would like for you to go have your picture taken with Mayor LaGuardia at City Hall. Would you mind going?
Oh, not a bit. I'd be delighted to meet with His Honor, but I have a 5 o'clock appointment with Mr. Mason.
Oh, you'll be back in plenty of time for that. Now, there's a car waiting outside for you.
Well, all right. I'll be ready in a minute.
Very good. See you tomorrow morning, Mr. Kringle. Bright and early.
Oh, hello there. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Oh, I'm just fine.
Where to, Mrs. Sawyer?
Bellevue.
Bellevue? One moment. Does Mrs. Walker know about this?
Well, of course she does. She arranged the whole thing.
But where was he taken? He's been gone far too long.
All I know is that Miss Sawyer arranged for an exam, and she and Mr. Kringle left in a car.
I just got a call from the psychopathic ward of Bellevue.
Oh,
Bellevue?
my.
Yes, they asked me to bring down Mr. Kringle's toilet articles right away and said he wouldn't be needing his street clothes for a while.
So that's where Miss Sawyer took him. I had no idea.
What's happened? What's this all about?
Oh, Sawyer made all kinds of fuss. I had no choice but to consent to a psychiatric evaluation. Sawyer was too clever to mention Bellevue.
Bellevue? But why would you let him take him anywhere?
Last night? How did I feel last night? Suppose Sawyer had sent for the police?
I've got to get to the hospital right away. They want to speak with me in person. See you later, Doris.
All right, Mr. Kringle, let's just try this one more time.
Who was the first president of the United States?
Abraham Lincoln.
How much is 3 times 5?
658.
Sir, what does the word trust mean?
Nothing.
But sir, you can't go
Mr.
here.
Kringle, let me go. This is ridiculous.
I don't
We've
care.
got to find this man. He needs to be released immediately.
But sir.
Chris, thank God. Are you all right? We'll get you out of here in no time.
I don't want to be released.
What?
I thought Doris was beginning to believe in me. Well, if that's how normal people behave, I'd rather stay here with the others.
Doris didn't know they were taking you here to Bellevue. She thought Sawyer was going to take you to a private doctor.
Well, then why didn't she come here herself and tell me the whole story?
She didn't want to hurt your feelings, Chris.
No. She had doubts. If you'd been dragged here, she'd have been furious.
Oh, what if she did have doubts? She hasn't believed in anything for years. You're not giving her a fair chance, Chris.
Well, it's not just Doris, it's people like Miss Sawyer. She's distrustful and selfish and vicious. And she's called normal, and I'm not. Well, if she's normal, I don't want to be. But I'd rather stay here.
But you just can't think of yourself, Chris. People believe in you. People like me. And people like little Susie who's just beginning to believe in you. It matters to everybody. Can't you see? You can't give up now. Can't you see? Don't give up.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that.
Of course I am.
Maybe I should be ashamed of myself. And I am. Fred, you get me out of here. Maybe we won't win, but we'll go down fighting.
That's the spirit. We'll get you out of here in no time. Who's the doctor in charge?
No, I am Dr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers, take Mr. Kringle.
Take Mr. Kringle to his room.
No, please wait. You're making a terrible mistake. This man needs to leave with me immediately.
Don't be concerned. Mr. Kringle will be cared for very gently. Now, how can I help you?
Dr. Rogers, this is a terrible mistake. This man needs to leave immediately with me. I promised this man his freedom.
Well, all of his interviews and all of his mental competency tests, they all point to the same thing. Mr. Kringle's mind is far from normal.
Mental competency test. Dr. Rogers, I think Mr. Kringle failed those tests on purpose and wanted to get out of here deliberately.
Because of these reports, I have to file immediate commitment papers. Mr. Kringle will not be allowed to go free.
Don't worry, Kris. Don't worry, I'll get you out of here. Don't worry.
But Mr. Macy,
You're talking nonsense. You'd better get this case dropped, Sawyer.
my considered opinion and experience as an abnormal behavior psychologist tell me that this Kris Kringle is a potential danger to society and himself.
If you don't get Kringle released immediately, you're going to be without a job. And your career at Macy's is going to end without that big, fat Christmas bonus I promised.
Yes, Mr. Macy, I'll go see Mr. Marrow right away. But it could be too late.
Mr. Mayor from State Attorney General Goldstein's office to see you.
Show him in. Show him in.
Good day, Your Honor. Hope you're well.
I'm fine, thank you. Just trying to decide what to get my wife for Christmas. What can I do for you?
Oh, just some routine commitment papers, Your Honor. You'll find everything in order. I've checked them over. The lunacy report is attached from Bellevue Hospital.
Bellevue, eh? Age unknown? Old man, is he?
Oh, very old, Your Honor.
I suppose I should read all this stuff.
Oh, you can take my word for it, Judge. It's a cut and dry consent proceeding. This fella calls himself Kris Kringle. He thinks he's Santa Claus.
Your Honor, Mr. Gailey to see you.
What does he want?
It's something about this Kringle case.
Oh, you better show him in. I thought you said this was cut and dry.
So I did.
Your Honor, I represent Mr. Kringle on the subject of those papers. In my opinion, I believe my client is being railroaded. Therefore, I request a proper hearing on which I can bring witnesses.
Well, this is the first I knew of a protest.
You may sign those if you wish, Your Honor, but I shall bring a habeas corpus in the morning.
That won't be necessary. We'll have that hearing 10 o'clock Monday morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I need to see Mr. Mara immediately.
There he is.
Mr. Mara, I would like to drop the whole case right now.
Oh, it's too late. This Kringle's been committed by a city hospital. Has to go through the regular routine now.
Isn't there anything we can do?
No, not a thing. There will be a hearing Monday morning.
A public hearing? Who is that?
Oh, Mr. Kringle's lawyer.
His lawyer?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about at all. This Gailey's just a young punk lawyer trying to get himself some free publicity.
Publicity? Oh, no. Mr. Gailey, I'm Miss Sawyer, Alberta Sawyer, R.H. Macy's representative.
Oh, so you're Sawyer.
Yes, we would like to avoid any publicity, and if you will cooperate, Mr. Macy will be very generous in showing his appreciation.
Mr. Macy. Miss Sawyer. Mr. Macy has nothing to do with this at all, but that public publicity idea, I could use all the public opinion I could get to win this case. Much obliged, Miss Sawyer.
And most of the country is in trouble. Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen, this simple, kindly old man will appear